Hey everybody, JFH Burr 123 here. Just making a little vlog tonight. I don't normally make a lot of vlogs. To be honest, I don't often have any things of interest that I would think are worthy of talking about that other people would find interesting here on YouTube. But I'm sure as most people have heard, Osama bin Laden was killed today. And I'm actually making this video in response to another video made by ShooterHatesYou. Appropriate since we're talking about bin Laden. And he made a video in response to another video made by this wild, outlandish American. And I plan on making a video a lot calmer than this guy's video, just to give you a kind of a second opinion of Americans, I hope. I want to start by saying that I don't like talking about things of a political or religious nature when I'm online, because these things often cause very harsh and hard feelings between people. And the last thing I want to do is get into arguments with people online. That's not what I'm there for. I like to enjoy myself. I don't want to argue and fight with people. But after seeing your video, I kind of felt compelled to make one of my own. And I've got to say that I both agree and disagree with the things that you said in your video. I think you started off pretty much by saying that the killing of bin Laden was an act of vengeance. Well, I really don't see it that way myself. To me, it wasn't an act of hatred or vengeance. I think it was about a reckoning. Payment was due for deeds done. And the horrible things that this man had planned and helped carry out were some of the worst terrorist attacks ever in the history of man. So I don't celebrate his death. I know there are people out dancing in the streets celebrating the death of bin Laden, but I'm not one of them. I'm simply glad that the man's gone. Most definitely the things he did and planned were acts of hatred. Most terrorists do things not so much for political reasons, because they hate others. And I think what he did was just horrendous. Not only did he take a good religion, I think Islam, like all religions, are good religions, but he took that religion and he twisted it into something evil. And not only did he murder those people on 9/11, but he convinced the terrorists themselves to sacrifice themselves in a plan to kill others. So not only is he responsible for the death of the people on 9/11, but the terrorists who did the killing themselves. And he triggered a war in Afghanistan, which went on to kill tens of thousands of others. So in my mind, all those dead people hang around his neck. And he'll definitely have to look those people in the face as he's facing his judgment. At least I believe. So I think that the killing of bin Laden was actually for the greater good. It's definitely not going to stop terrorism. I mean, obviously somebody's going to come along, some fool is going to come along and take his place as the head of Al-Qaeda. He's going to be the next target, along with the rest of them, as they should be. Because let's face it, terrorism is just an evil to anybody who believes in liberty and freedom around the world. There's also something else you said at the end of your video, which I really agree with, and that's that people should celebrate their diversity. Obviously, these people in Al-Qaeda don't celebrate diversity. They want everybody to be just like them, or if they're not, they're evil. So they don't celebrate diversity, as you and I obviously do. And that's probably one of the reasons that they launched their attacks on America, because America is a very diverse country. In fact, America's diversity is probably the one reason that I love my country as much as I do. Americans are black and white, red and yellow. We're Christians and Muslims and Jews and Hindus and Buddhists and every other religion you can think of. And we all live together in relative peace and harmony. And I think they kind of envy that and hate us for that we can all get along even though we're so different. And they just can't tolerate that. So, like I said, I both disagree and agree with the things that you said in your video. But I found it a very interesting one and felt like I had to say something back. So, if you people have actually watched this to the very end, I thank you for your patience, and I just thank you for watching.